Hey guys, Orenji here, and I'm here today with my episode 2 of my Dragon Ball Z Home Media Guide. And today we're starting with the Funimation Ultimate Uncut editions, and then we're also going to move on to the Orange Bricks as well in this episode. After huge success that was the original run of the Pioneer singles, Funimation announced that they're going back and redubbing the first two seasons as the original Pioneer DVDs of the first two seasons were dubbed by Ocean Studios cast and not the Funimation in-house cast. These new DVDs, the Ultimate Uncut editions, they would start releasing them in April of 2005. This dub was very good as all voice actors now had a lot of experience as they worked on the show for the other 7 seasons. 3 episodes each and would be uncut, meaning that all the visual edits would also be included in the DVDs. These DVDs would also include the Japanese version of them, as you couldn't sync up the original Japanese audio for Ocean DVDs because the Ocean DVDs were edited, so the audio was unable to sync to it. Released them in series of the saga, splitting each saga into series. They started with the Vegeta saga, which Series 1 had 7 volumes with the red box theme. 4:3 aspect ratio and were not remastered, meaning it kept the original grain. Even though the quality doesn't really hold up, they're still great. It had both English dub with English music and Japanese version with Japanese music. They had made special intros and outros for the Ultimate Cut editions. They also included English and Japanese title cards. They were the same as all the other Funimation DVDs, had all the previously on Dragon Ball Z on every episode, but only had the next time and the last episode on each disc. The film was released in April of 2005 and was titled The Saiyan Showdown. It contained 3 episodes of the series and featured Goku on the cover. Volume 2 and 3 released in June of 2005. Volume 2 was Piccolo's Plan, had Piccolo on the cover. Volume 3 was Into the Wild and had Gohan transforming to Great Ape on it. Volume 4 and 5 released in August of 2005. Volume 4 was Gohan and had Gohan on the cover. 5 was Goku Held Hostage and had Goku on the cover. 6 was released in November 2005 and was entitled Doomed Heroes and had Yamcha on the cover. Volume 7 was the final volume of Series 1. It was released in January of 2006 and was titled Back from the Dead and had Shenron on the cover. Buy a box set for this, which wasn't really a box set, more of a special offer version, I suppose, where you get an exclusive Goku figure by Jack Specific in Volume 1 of the Vegeta Saga Series 1. You could actually remove the figure out of the box and fill it up with the rest of the DVDs from Series 1, which is really cool, as now you can have a box set for the series and a figure you can display without it, or you can just decide to keep the figure in there with Volume 1. Whatever you want to do, I actually think it was a very good idea. Now, they started Series 2 of the Vegeta Saga, which had a blue theme. Volume 8 was released in March of 2006 and was titled Saiyan Invasion, which featured Nappa on the cover. Volume 9 was released in May 2006 and was titled Ultimate Sacrifice and had Piccolo sacrificing himself on the cover. After this, in 2006, Funimation actually quietly decided to cancel the Ultimate Uncut editions. Now, I'm not entirely sure why they decided to do this. One reason may be that the format cut it anymore, as season sets were becoming more of the standard for DVDs, or some sort of legal issues maybe they're running into about the season renewing or something. I don't know. I have no idea, but it could be many other reasons. This did mean that you were unable to own episodes 28 to 63 uncut with Funimation cast. Was, however, a planned Volume 10 that had episodes 28 to 30 on it, but it was never released as they canceled all future plans with the Ultimate Uncut editions. Now, I don't own any of the Ultimate Uncut editions, as I see no reason to. I've seen Saga literally 3 more times, the episodes 1 to 28 as well, but I do think they're great editions, and if you guys grew up with them especially, definitely go get them, because I know some people grew up on the Ultimate Uncut editions DVDs when they came out. So, Ultimate Uncut editions lasted from April 2005 to May 2006. They had 9 volumes before Funimation canceled them. So they actually released another box set with the figure like Series 1 that you could fill out, but they never released the rest of the volumes to fill it out. So it was the Vegeta one, but they only had Volume 1 in there, but you couldn't fill it out because they only released another one other than that. Even though the Ultimate Uncut editions were a huge letdown for the people trying to complete their original set with the Funimation dub, there was hope for the hardcore Dragon Ball fans. As I mentioned last time, 4 years before the Ultimate Uncut editions, Japan got the Dragon Boxes, which were 26 disc sets that had the show in 4:3 of the greatest picture quality has ever been in. People don't know is that the Dragon Boxes were actually Japan's first release on the show, as they never got the original singles for the show. Oh, and then there are these really cool special edition figures of Goku and Piccolo. I'm not sure how you would get them, as they are separate from the box set. I've seen them on eBay paired with them. Box number 1 would come with Goku, and box number 2 would come with Piccolo, but I'm not really sure how you would buy them. As the hardcore Dragon Ball fan base was praying for the Dragon Boxes to release here, it was a far stretch as they came out in Japan so many years earlier. In November of 2006, Funimation would come out of the shadows after ultimately betraying us with the Ultimate Cut editions with a new announcement. It was not good. This release was the Dragon Ball Z DVD season sets with an orange box design, which us fans have now dubbed the Orange Bricks, as they have an orange box-like design to them. Season 4 was much more preferred, as it was a new standard. There was another new standard in the form of widescreen TVs. What you need to understand is that Dragon Ball Z was made for older TVs and displayed in 4:3 aspect ratio. Funimation decided to crop and stretch the picture quality of Dragon Ball Z to fit widescreen TVs with a 16:9 display. This was terrible, as it lost 20% of its vertical display from cropping. The color was also adjusted on this, and they used digital noise reduction process to remaster the show, which just made it look worse. What this process basically does is remove the grain from the show that it originally has. The problem with this is that the grain helps with the detail of the show, meaning you lose detail as well. The easy way they could have fixed this is just by keeping the show in the original 4:3 aspect ratio at least. Give people the option to put in 16:9 as most DVD players and remotes allow you to do so, although I have no idea whoever would want to do that.
Brace yourself and prepare to embark upon the biggest event in Dragon Ball Z history. For the first time ever, all 291 episodes of Dragon Ball Z will be presented consistently from beginning to end, including the uncut footage, newly remastered in high definition from the original Japanese film masters and presented on DVD in widescreen format, with new digitally restored clarity and accompanied by a newly revised English audio track in stunning 5.1 surround.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Even though I did do all the complaining about this release, I do in fact own every single season of the Orange Bricks. I don't personally hate it to the point where I want to trash the DVDs. The main issue is that this is the easiest way to own the series, as the best release is insanely expensive to obtain, but I'm currently working on getting them. Sets will contain 6 discs in each and have an average of 50 to 40 episodes in each. They had the movie theme as the intro and the Zenkai Power theme as the outro. It had both English and Japanese audio tracks, both music tracks as well. They had all previews and next time previews. These DVDs would also include the redub for the earlier seasons, so they sound in par with the newer ones, as the cast was now more experienced. Started release in 2007, with the first season being released in February of that year, with Season 1 that featured the Saiyan Saga episodes and had Vegeta on the cover. Season 2 was a Namek Saga, which was released in May of 2007 and had Goku on the cover. Season 3 was a Frieza Saga, which was released in September of 2007 and had Frieza on the cover. Season 4 was the Garlic Jr., Android Saga, and Trunks Saga, and it was released in February 2007 and featured Trunks on the cover. Season 5 was the Perfect and Perfect Cell Sagas, which was released in May 2008 and the Perfect Cell on the cover. Season 6 was Cell Game Saga, which was released in September 2008 and had Super Saiyan Goku on the cover. Season 7 was the Great Saiyaman and World Tournament Sagas, which was released in November 2007 and had Piccolo on the cover. Season 8 was the Bobbity and Majin Buu Sagas, which was released in February of 2009 and featured my favorite character, Majin Vegeta, on the cover. Season 9 was the final conclusion to the series, which was the Fusion Kid Buu Sagas. It was released in May of 2009 and had Super Vegeta on the cover. Before I move on, I just want to point out the problem with the characters on the covers. Where is Gohan? Arguably the main character after Goku, and was even meant to take over the series at one point. But yet, he isn't featured in any covers at all. Now, where he could be is either on Season 6 or Season 7, as he is very prominent in both, although he could be anywhere. I personally would take Frieza out and put Super Saiyan Goku in Season 3, and put Teen Gohan in Season 6. I'm aware that Frieza is the main villain, but even if you want to make the argument of the villain staying, then Kid Buu should be on Season 9, but he isn't. I think the heroes matter more as we get more of a deeper connection to them than the villains, and also I just want to point out Trunks should be Super Saiyan on his cover as well. I think that the Dragon boxes did the covers much better, but I wish they put Majin Vegeta on one of the Dragon boxes, because he's in anywhere in any of the art or disc of the Dragon boxes. Anyway, enough of my cover art reign. So these DVDs sold very well to the point where they are even stocked on store shelves today with different variations. Something cool about the DVDs is that if you remove the slip covers, it makes the Dragon Ball Z logo art. Now the problem with that is that you have to remove the slips to show this, which I think they should have just put on the one side of the slip. It's like everything they do with these, they mess it up. These DVDs also come with nice booklets inside, but this is the only for the original releases, as later on they cheaped out and just had an insert telling you to download the digital booklet. If you thought that was bad, now they don't even include the booklets at all. There are also 2 FYE exclusive box sets for the Orange Bricks, one for the 2007 Bricks, and the new one you could probably even find today. The original releases came with all booklets and slips, as well as an epic art of Super Saiyan all over it. Now, I really wish I had that one, as I love the artwork and it has all the slips on it, but thankfully all my Orange Bricks do have the slips and bricks on them. They re-released it with no slips, no booklets, and just has Goku on it instead. Just a picture of Goku trying to do a Kamehameha. And there's also Walmart exclusive double packs that basically just have one slip over it, and it has 2 seasons inside. They released it for 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and of course it was uneven, so no Season 9. They're similar to the GT Full Series Green Brick, if you guys know that. During the 30th anniversary of Dragon Ball Z, they released Orange Bricks with different covers, as well as the movies and other DVDs. These DVDs are nothing special, but slip variations, and I think they're out of print now. So these releases just never went away as they're the main DVD release of the series, even though they're probably the worst release of the series. The reason for this is because it was the easiest way and first way to own all of the series on DVD, uncut, and in season sets. There were 9 seasons to collect, and they were released from February 2007 to May 2009. And a few months later, Funimation released a legendary release with basically no time between, but we'll get to that next time though. So guys, it was really nice to look at the Ultimate Cut editions, as I don't even own them, but it was just nice to, to research on them, see all about them, They're really, really, good releases, because at the time we didn't have the uncut episodes for episodes 1 to 63, so it was awesome they did it, but of course, they decided to make it awesome, and they just decided to cancel it. Like, why? But yeah, anyway. And also, it is pretty funny that they made a box set for Series 2, and then they didn't even make the other volumes, so you can't even fill the box set, but yeah, I think those box sets are sick, because like it's a cool concept where you buy it with the box set with the figure, and then you take it. They have one volume. You take out the figure and you put all the volumes in there. That's actually a sick idea, and they should probably do it again. Just something like that, where like you can buy it with one, and it comes with something special, just anything special in there, and you take it out, you put all the volume in. That's actually a sick idea. I know it kind of doesn't make sense because then you have the loose thing, but you can put it somewhere else on the shelf. Like I've seen other people do it on their collections that have all the home media releases. Which one day, if I get crazy, and I have all of them. Like I'm almost done all the releases, basically the main ones, like for all the series. So if I get crazy, I'll just get every release that exists. But that's a lot of control. But I've only found for good deals and stuff too. But anyway, yeah. So the Ultimate conditions were sick. A great idea, but they just had to cancel them. And after that, we started to look at the Orange Bricks, which I know I said they're the worst release, but it's the easiest way to own the series. There also is the newer Blu-rays that have released, and the Steelbooks that have released. But it's really depending on what you want. I think the Orange Bricks look nicer because they have a nice booklet inside, and I just think that, really in general, I guess, I don't know. I feel like Dragon Ball's an older show, so it's better having it on DVD than Blu-ray, but I have Super on Blu-ray because Super is newer. Yeah, Orange Bricks are pretty nice. They have nice packaging. I would say they have nicer packaging than the Blu-rays. I'm aware the Blu-rays have nicer, slips, and they can connect to a picture, kind of. But I'll get to the Blu-rays on another episode, guys, so just stay tuned for that. I will get into all the Blu-rays. If you guys are interested in Blu-rays, this is not just going to be a DVD guide. I'm aware I have a DVD guide in the title, but it will be Blu-rays too. So, yeah. And, I did get on the Orange Bricks for a good deal, so guys, just look out. Guys might be able to find the Orange Bricks for a good deal. And if you are just trying to own a series, I'd recommend the Orange Bricks if you're just trying to own a series. And you guys don't mind about cropping or, how it looks on the TV. If you guys just want to watch it, just get the Orange Bricks. It's the best release, in my opinion. There's a Blu-ray box set version. You guys prefer Blu-rays. If you prefer Blu-rays, get the Blu-ray version. I don't care. I'm just saying the Orange Bricks were better, in my opinion. Okay, y'all. I told you too much information. Come back next time when I look at the Dragon boxes. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. And see you guys next time. Bye.